Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where before an episode or two before this, we got some headers from a sponsor. Description said they were fit a small block Chevy, but it was for an LS. Anyway, they didn't say whether they could send another one or not, so I just went ahead and bought some cheap ones off eBay. These were like $94, $95. They were $100.79 with tax and everything shipped. Okay, so they just arrived. That's what we need. Okay, they're the shorty headers, but have been having problems with long tube headers. So anyway, this comes with it should come with, yeah. It comes with the collectors. Hopefully the bolts. Oh yeah, okay. They're there. Bolts for the collectors, bolts for the headers, gaskets, everything's there. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do this video. We're gonna put them on and some exhaust pipes and mufflers. Now I had a brain fart last I don't know where my head was, but I bought these straight pipes. They're cheap enough though. I'm not returning them. $72. Okay, I showed these the last video we tried to do with exhaust. Just lots of extra pipe, and it's a lot cheaper buying it this way than it would be to go to O'Reilly's or AutoZone and, you know, 20-25 bucks a pop for one of those pipes. But that's not what I wanted. What I usually use is the X pipe. It's called the X pipe brakes exhaust. If you've been a follower for a while on my channel, let's see. Well, we had to do it different on the Camaro. We had to get a specific exhaust system for the Camaro because it cannot fit duals underneath there. It all has to go into one pipe. So I bought the specific set for the IROC Camaro and it fit perfect. Sounds great. But it only goes into one pipe at the end. But that's okay. Before that, couldn't do an X pipe on the Nomad because it's got side pipes. But what I've done before is on a bunch of these cars is the X pipe. Now I got it on the 69 Chevelle. Oh, I did it on the white 78 El Camino SS. I did it on that one. Sounds great. Did it on the Aspen. The 82 El Camino already had exhaust. So anyway, I ordered that, but it's not here yet. I can't show you quite yet. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow, but according to the tracking number, it hasn't left the station. So I don't know. Some of these, I ordered a whole bunch of stuff. Some of it came with the tracking, said it hasn't left yet, and all of a sudden, boom, it just arrives. So it's delayed in the tracking information. So hopefully it'll arrive. It's just coming from Texas, so it's supposed to should have been here in a couple days. Anyway, but anyway, we got to do exhaust for the 78 Nova. So that's what I'll use that for. I might use little bits and pieces from it for this one, because the X pipe, the price, I don't know why it's gone up so much. See, the X pipe has the crossover in the middle. It's got an X, so it comes out from the header. I'll show you when it gets here. So it's basically, I forget what they call that in the middle there. So it evens the pressure of the exhaust there. I prefer that to just one pipe on each end straight out. Okay, so when the first kit I bought years ago for the 69 Chevelle, it came with a whole bunch of stuff with this. This picture for this particular X pipe just has the X pipes and that's it, 4 clamps. No extra little bends and stuff, because I believe when I did the 78 El Camino, I did have to go up to O'Reilly's and get some little pipes there to connect the main pipe onto the header and weld it all up. So that's, anyway, I got this stuff for that. Okay, so with them X pipes exhaust, is what I use here. These are 1 chamber. Anyway, that was $72 shipped. Headers were 100. The X pipe kit was, it has gone up. It's like 100. It used to be, but I think it was about 110 bucks. They used to be like 70 or 80 bucks. These mufflers here were like $30 each. Bought 2 of them. They are 1 chamber. Super V. Hey, it's just off eBay. All you do is put in race mufflers, turbo mufflers. I think I put in 1 chamber mufflers. Tons of them come up. So that's what I got, and it has an inlet. It says on there in and out, right there, inlet. It goes in there and comes out here. Now we can use some of them pipes for a tailpipe, little downspout or something coming out, because I'm not going to be going and getting it wrapped around the rear end and tailpipes out the back. It's just going to be, I'd like it to come out in front of the back wheel, but we'll mess with it. That's with them X pipes. You can swap them around and have it coming out like that, or just coming straight out. Okay, so we got the mufflers, we got the headers, we just don't have the pipe kit yet. But we will get it, and we'll get it done this video, unless for some reason those pipes are completely lost or something, and are not coming for another week, because we've been waiting on headers here for about a week. Okay, so what else? So the other episode took off the whole exhaust system on here. Here's the old exhaust man. If you haven't watched it, you can watch it. Took off the old exhaust manifolds, all rusty. Bolts were just seized up. Had to cut this pipe off. Then this was newer. From here all the way back was newer. Already put that on new. It just had single exhaust, quiet muffler coming out the back. We could probably use that for the Nova. Not sure yet what we're going to use for that Nova, but we'll use this for something else down the road. Anyway, I'll keep that around. So we got the whole exhaust system out of this thing, ready to go. Then I come to find out those headers were wrong. Okay, so you got to take the spark plugs and wires and everything off. Like I said, I showed these last episode. I just got them kind of stuck in there so moisture don't get in. The plugs don't look too bad here, but they're all rusty from Art's beach days there. So what I've done here, I wanted to keep one out, so I took it out. Okay, so we're going to put in new plugs, new wires. They're all chewed up by the rats, although I don't think any's misfiring. But anyway, I got thicker spark plug wires, some spark plug boots, and smaller, shorter spark plugs, which we had AutoZone there trying to get short ones. I think it was for the Camaro there, because the regular plugs, a couple of them would hit the header, and I said, man, I need some short plugs. Anyway, we screwed around and finally found some these Bosch ones here. So that's what I got this time for this car, even though I don't think those will be a problem hitting the header, but these Bosch ones should be a little bit shorter. Yeah, see, they're a little bit shorter. You gotta go where they plug in. Okay, so that way the boot on the spark plug will fit it, and not, you know, rub the header. But since they're so close to the header, you should always buy these. You can get these for, I don't know, 10 bucks a set, something like that, on eBay. And these go over the boots of the spark plug wires. Just heat protectors, so you don't burn off your wires on your header. Okay, just little you know, cheap precautions you got to take when you use headers, you know, because or else you know, because that's what, you know, people like Mortsky. He don't like headers, he don't like Kragers, stuff like that, because, you know, little problems you have, because people don't, you know, a lot of people don't protect the wires and everything from burning. So as long as you got the gaskets on there and the gaskets tight, and you know, check them every now and then, and plug wires and stuff like that, the headers are fine. But for people like Mortsky, he don't like them. They always leak, they always burn the wire, you know. He's a grumpy old man, as some people say. But yeah, Mortsky would have a conniption fit with this car here. He's going to have headers and Kragers and everything he doesn't like. But that's the stuff we like here. So, not ragging on Mortsky. He's an alright guy, other than this marathon videos. I can't fall asleep. He's got that voice and make you fall asleep. But, you know, you can't watch it for 3.5 hours. So anyway, we're going to put on all this stuff, guys. So I'm just going through all this because I'm going to do it and come back and it'll be all done. There's no use having, you know, fast motion, slow motion, and all that. Of bolting on headers is pretty simple. It's all new stuff, so it's going to go on very simple. Just going to slide right in there. I think you can slide them in through the top. Like I said, just take out your old spark plugs, put your header in, bolt it on, put in your spark plugs and wires. Now, what I want to do, I've also ordered an intake and a 4-barrel for this. This is only a 2-barrel carburetor. $350, but it's just a 2-barrel. The other episode, we messed around with the Edelbrock carburetors that I had. One wasn't working very good. They both run good, made the engine run good, but the linkage or something was missing. Something was messed up with it. Didn't have a choke, and I decided not to use that. That's what I was going to put on here. So I had one on that 78 Nova. We took that off, put it on the red El Camino. It run good, 4-barrel, opens up everything, and I didn't want to put the other one on here, so I put it back on the Nova. It'll run now. The Nova will run with that on there. It's just the 4-barrel's messed up, and I'm not keeping the car. I'm gonna just sell it as is, probably. So what I ordered for this was one of them $150 cheap knockoff Quadrajet Rochester made in China carburetors. I've got 2 of them now. One's on the El Camino. It's been working good, even though I don't drive it much. Same with the 81 Silverado. I originally put it on the Camaro, and then I took it off and put it on the truck. But yeah, I don't drive them, so. Anyway, that's what I bought, but I found it cheaper. I got it for $138 shipped. $138 shipped. And I just went ahead and just bought a new intake too. $110 for an intake. Because I'm at 20, even after this is painted and everything, I'm at $2,400. So I figure that's dirt cheap to have to have a nice painted running and driving hot rod. But I figured, you know, I can go up to $3,000. So I'm actually going to spend another $600 to $800 on this. I used 2 new tires I bought for the other El Camino. I put them on here. So that was $128 more. And you just add up I'll add it up for you at the end. But it's probably going to be $600 to $800 worth of exhaust, 4-barrel, intake, all that stuff. Tires, what else? Oh, 100 and something for the steering wheel. So I figured, you know, if I got $3,000, $3,200 into it, that's still dirt cheap, and it'll be like I want, even though I probably won't keep it, but who knows? It'll sound just the way I want it. It'll have plenty of power with the 4-barrel and all that. So I think we'll do that in 2 stages. We'll do the exhaust first, and then do the intake and 4-barrel. So I got new chrome valve covers that a friend of mine gave me a while back. These are a little rusty on the sides. They're probably steel wool and clean up just fine, but I think I got to take them valve covers off to get the intake. I think that the little lip is just going to be just enough to screw up the intake from coming all the way off. So I may have to take them off anyway. I bought a new chrome air cleaner. See, this one's all rusty. That's for a 2-barrel anyway. So I'm thinking about doing that on another video. We'll get the exhaust on this video. But now we got the, see, all this air conditioning stuff has got to come off for the intake. So I got to take this apart anyway. But I got the belt suspended, and we want to hear the exhaust, right? After it's all on there, the headers. So what I'm going to do is hook this AC back up. Just a couple of bolts. We'll run it, and then I'll have to take it back off, and we'll do the intake and carburetor next on another video. Okay, so I know not a lot of rambling, but when I come back, we'll have this on there. It's like I said, there's no. The only little problems we're going to have is I mentioned before, a little bracket we're going to have to make for the power steering right here to the header. Made a couple before, or rounded up some stuff. And then the center thing for the compressor, we'll have to figure something out. I think I know what I can do. I think that's what I did before, was I cut that thing off. It's this thing here, and it mounts to the 2 bolts, and I believe, well, it goes that way. And I believe you can cut one end off and just hook up one end, I think. I can't remember. And this is the bracket for that power steering. Anyway, I'll come back when we're messing with that and hook up the compressor, and we'll start it up with open headers. Yeah, that's the other thing we got to take. We got to take all the spark plug wires and stuff all back off too. To do the intake. But I'll come back tomorrow when we got the headers on there, and we'll start it up and hear open headers, and hopefully the X-pipe kit gets here. Then we can put that on there and then hear it, and then next video we'll take it all apart again and do the intake and 4-barrel. So that's the plan, guys. Okay, so right now, let me do that, and I've already got a clip made of a product I got in from a sponsor that you should like. Okay, so we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, guys, I got something to show you. This is from a sponsor, and as you know, I only get sponsored items that you guys could use, and I think this is going to be pretty cool. Okay, these are lights, outside, solar powered, so it's free electricity. Okay, you see on like that picture there, it's on top of a barn. You can get them in small, medium, large, 600,000, 1300 watt. This one's the big one, 1300 watt. It comes with a remote here that you can just manually turn it on and off, or you just set it to automatic and it comes on when the sun goes down. Just like I got this little cheesy light here, but it's all right. I kind of rigged up a little pole for it and everything, but hell, it's been up there for 7 years. So but this one will be a lot better. See, they give you a, you can mount it on a pole. They said a pole, or like that picture in on top of a barn. So yeah, pole mount, or you would use this to mount it, like say on that barn on a flat piece, or this one to mount it on another pole. So if you had another pole there, you could mount it like that. So anyway, I actually got two. They sent me two of them. There's another one there I haven't opened. It's already charged up because I clicked. You can, you know, if you're tall enough or you have this mounted low enough, you can just use this on off. Boom. You know, if not, you use the remote. But I probably won't use either. I'll just set it to automatic and let the sun, let it come on and off. I'd rather have lights. I got a couple of big outside lights that came with the property. Of course, I got to pay for electricity to light them, but this one you won't have to. So I got two of them. I think I'm going to mount one here if I got a nice backing behind there. I'll have to roll down this door. I should have a nice backing to mount that way. Or I usually work on this area here. Maybe I'll mount it here. So that way we get, and I'll point it down so we can get like underneath the hood or whatever. We'll see how much light 1300 watts is. Now the other one, I'm not sure. I thought about either mounting it on the mobile home over here or mount it up on this carport. Mount it up here somewhere. Or I could probably put it right there. Or really, really tall. Anyway, let me go ahead, what all this stuff, I'll put a link and everything in the description. I forget how much it is. It says a 2-year warranty. I don't know, if I come across anything else, I'll let y'all know the stats of it, but it looks pretty simple to operate and all that stuff. So let me mount one of them somewhere and we'll come back. It's gonna be dark here in about an hour or so, so we'll definitely check it out when it's dark. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, this is the solar panel on the back side of it, or it would be on the top. But yeah, it should be, I don't know how long it'll last with a full charge, but this is good for where I live because it's sunny, you know, was it 365 days in a year? It's sunny like 320 of them days. It's sunny all day long. So yeah, if you lived in Seattle or somewhere where it's friggin' cloudy, rainy all the time, probably wouldn't work very good. But anyway, but I guess it's got batteries in it. So if you don't use it every day, yeah, you can, you know, if you come out here on weekends, just turn it off, let it charge up during the week. If you get a little bit of sun here and there, and then on the weekends you should have a full day or two of light. But anyway, let me get it mounted. I think I'm gonna mount it. I got two big old braces right above the garage door there, but they're big. I don't know what they are, 2 inch by 2 inch, 1 inch by 1 inch, something like that. Those things. And you're supposed to drill all the way through, but I don't think I can get them all the way through. I mean, the bolts. These bolts may not be long enough. But anyway, I'll do something. I think I got some self-tappers. May have to self-tapper it in there, but okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, that only took a few minutes. Just drilled 4 holes, put in 4 self-tappers. Very strong. Those bolts and deals they give you, those are just if you're like going through some wood or paneling, and just give you anchor bolts. This is going straight into steel. The only thing, it doesn't come on now. I'm not sure. I used the remote. Unless the battery is actually dead. I don't know. It said that it'll charge with 1 hour of sunlight. I don't know for how long. And it's also got a motion detector on there too. So you can set it for that. Just so if, you know, movement, it'll come on. Okay, I guess I'll put the other one right here. I have plenty of light out here. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, one came on. I guess the batteries in this one are dead, have to be charged up. But that one just came on automatically with my regular light there. So yeah, it's shining pretty good. Oh, this one just came on. Okay, well there it is. Yeah, that adds a little bit of light to the situation. Oh, I just went out. Oh, now it's back on. Yeah, they just have to be charged up. It's going to be, it was 103 today. It's going to be 104 tomorrow. That's why I'm working out here at night. There'll be plenty of sunshine for these things to charge up. But yeah, if you look out, it's, well, that one just went off again. It's shining pretty good. So yeah, link in the description. And I think it'll be a good product for some of you guys got a shop. Like I said, they're motion detector things too. So yeah, if any of you guys buy some, maybe they'll send me some more, and I can maybe put a couple on the top of these carports here or something, light up this area. But anyway, we'll see ya. Okay guys, I got one side done. These are the wider spark plug wires, 8.5 millimeters. There's the boots on there. Fit pretty good. I had to loosen the one brake line and move it a little bit. Then I noticed this is hitting the A-frame bolt here, but no big deal. I could probably just cut it a little bit off with a zip disc, but I think it'll be all right. Okay, so yeah, the short plugs are Bosch 6712 Platinum. They're the same price as the Autolite factory ones, like $4.99 or $5.99. So yeah, you can see they're shorter. Good so they don't hit the headers. Like this one and this one here, I think, are the closest ones. Then you got to use the wrench like that to tighten them up, to get in there and tighten it, because that's a problem with headers. But anyway, that side's done. I'm gonna do the other side probably in the morning, or I'll be back in the morning. Okay, see you later. I also want to thank whoever sent this. It's a powder coat kit. Guess it's black powder. And you dump it and put it on for a guide coat. It's guide coat before you do body work. I remember somebody mentioned they were going to send me some in the comments, but I can't remember who it was. And this came straight from the manufacturer, Blackjack Guide Coat. Anyway, thanks. If you want to send me anything, my P.O. box is in the description. Okay guys, I got the driver's side on. Okay, so this is the bracket for the AC. The AC mounts here and at the front here, and then it's got that one, this here mounts to down there somewhere. I'll show you how it goes on. So this is the driver's side manifold. So it goes on these two. It goes right in there, see? So the thickness is going to be different. See this thickness? From there to there, it's going to be different on the header. So this will not go on the header. It will not fit on the one side. See, it's supposed to go in right there, right? But now it'll go on this side here. The bolt will fit through. Let's see, this side here, it won't line up because the header's right in the way, but the other side will. So what you got to do is cut it off right about here, and then put some washers. This is going to be thinner. See, from here to here is going to be thinner than the stock manifold. So you have to measure it out and then put in some washers or a little spacer. And that's what we're going to do. You know, get it out to about wherever, there. And then you can at least bolt that up. So you can bolt that up and that up. And you leave them both loose till you have them mounted on the other brackets, and then you can tighten them up. So that's what we're going to do. I mean, half a bracket is better than no bracket. Okay, I'll show you when I cut it. Okay, so from the manifold to that end of the bracket is that long. Okay, so I had some little tube stuff here, and I cut that right to that line, right to the line there. Okay, so we're going to use one of these bolts, put it in there, put the spacer on. Take this tape off now. Now, I don't know if I should put a washer on the end of that to draw it in a little bit tighter. But anyway, that's basically it, like that. And then once your compressor, bolt that in there. It goes, I believe, right there. So you probably don't even need this bracket, but you know, I figure I'll put it on there. Make it nice and sturdy, because I think the AC, we will get the AC working in this, or somebody will. It's all there. Just needs to be charged up, and probably has a leak somewhere. Okay, so anyway, that's that part. Now the other part is this power steering you need. Even though it feels tight without that back bracket there, it's not. It's going to be flopping around under pressure. Take it from me, I know. So this bracket went down. Okay, that bolted to this for the adjustment. Yeah, it's part of your adjustment too. You got two adjustment deals on there. And then this went way down in there somewhere, but we'll see. We may have to cut that. We may have to cut that bottom off, and then same thing. Use some type of spacer in between here. I think that's how I did it before. Although that may not. Yeah, it should be. So let me cut that off right there, and then we'll get a spacer between here and here. See how much we need to Same type of thing on this side that we did here. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, there's that bracket there and that bracket there. And just, like I said, just leave this one a little bit loose till we line it up, and then we'll tighten it up. Okay, so let me do the spark plug wires, the boots, and then hook up that compressor, and then that should be it. We're waiting on the X pipe. Supposed to be here today, scheduled for today, but the last it was somewhere in Texas last night around 11 o'clock. So whether it got here this morning so it could get on the delivery, I doubt it. And it's Saturday today, so if it don't come today, it'll be Monday. So we got a 2-day delay. But that's just typical. Okay, well, let me get this done and I'll be back. Okay, a couple days later, pipes just arrived. This isn't, I don't think, what I wanted or expected. I expected these pipes to be a lot longer, I think, but we'll see. But this is your main X pipe that you need. Let me unwrap this stuff and lay it out. I'll show you what we're gonna do. Okay guys, this is definitely not like the last set I bought. You can buy this. See, this was 112 bucks just for this, whereas that was 72. You can buy these separate. I can't remember how much they are, but the pipes are supposed to come out more straight. They're supposed to be wider, I believe. This is supposed to match up to the headers. Well, hold it, maybe. You can put all these. Maybe that's the way they went. Something like that. So then the back, you can come out straight like that, or you can kind of curve them to come out the side, but you want this right past the transmission mount, I believe. But anyway, we got this. It's 2.5 inch pipe kit, and so is that. These got some curved ones like this, but they're a little bit shorter. See, we got some long pipes we don't need. We could use some of these as tailpipes type thing coming out. Let me see here. Yeah, it got rained on. Coming out like that or something. But I'll probably have it coming straight down. Anyway, I'm gonna have to figure it all out. I think the picture showed 4 clamps. It came with 9. So plenty of clamps. And I bought a box of hangers a while back. I got about 15 of them the hangers, but we're only probably going to use 2. So we'll need a piece of pipe from here to the header, weld it in, and then just 2 hangers back here somewhere, and then that's it. But out of these 2 kits, we're going to get one working like this, and then the rest of it we'll use for the that 78 Nova. I'll get that over here someday, and we'll see when we get the transmission working and put an exhaust system on it, and then probably just put it up for sale as is. But yeah, that's what those extra pipes were for. So anyway, let me try to get this, let me put it under there, see where it fits, see where I want it, see what pipe lengths we're going to use and everything. And then I'll be back, show you what I got going. Actually, I don't think I showed you this side of the exhaust when I finished it, I don't believe. But I just put the compressor back on there, so I got the belt on, so I didn't have to take the alternator and the power steering belts and everything off to get at the AC belt. So anyway, we put all that on, so we can, after the exhaust, we can start it up and hear it run. Then after that, we're going to take all this back off and do the intake and 4-barrel in another video. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. So it's all ready. The headers are on, all the accessories, the plugs and plug wires on this side, and the boots, everything's done. Okay, so let me get that exhaust situated, see what I want to do with it, and I'll be back. Okay guys, it's the next morning. I got it all mocked up under there and tacked in. So this is how it looks underneath here. Just I knew this pipe on the passenger side, it's always different, so I had to use a little extension there and cut it up there. So anyway, they come in, and there's the X pipe there, and then it goes off, and I had to use the piece of the long pipes in that other kit, and then hook the mufflers on the end. Now it's not, all it is bolted to the collectors there, so there's no hangers or anything, but I'm gonna put 2 hangers at the back, from the back of the mufflers up, but it's pretty solid. So I used all the clamps on the back half to the muffler, to this sectioned pipe here, and then this is the pipe that was supplied with the kit there, so 3 on each side. Well, yeah, then I put 1 here, and the other side I have to weld up, because it's I had to put that little extension on there. But anyway, I'm fixing to unbolt it, take the whole thing out, which I'll show you on the ground, and then weld up this area, and then that area, and this little pipe here on that side. And that should be it. And then I can stick it back under there, bolt it up, and put 2 hangers at the back. And I haven't put no downspouts or anything at the back yet. Not exactly sure what to do about that, but I'm not going to buy any downspouts. I guess I could see what I got. But anyway, it's just a little bit shorter than the transmission mount, so it's not going to hit or rattle or bang or anything around. Okay, well, let me unbolt it and bring it out on the ground, and we'll weld up the rest of it. Okay guys, there it is there. Yeah, I knew there was going to be a problem with these pipes here. They should be coming out straight, but they're curved in like that. And see, the drive shaft is right here. So might have to do something, have to cut them and move them a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that. Last few sets I bought weren't like that. But this set, like I said, is different, from a different seller. So if I had put the muffler here where this pipe ended, it would have hit the floor. So this extension made it go past the floor, so the back muffler can mount up a little bit higher. Okay, so I used these. I cut the ends off of, this pipe here. So these pipes we'll be using for the Nova. They'll be a little bit short, but that's all right. Okay, so I just need to weld up this collector and then this little pipe here. Okay, so let me do that. Might cut the pipe there to move them over a little bit, and then we'll bolt it up and see if it leaks, see what it sounds like. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I welded it up and put it back on, but they're all leaking by these clamps. Now these welds I did here for this pipe, they're not leaking. Okay, and I kind of adjusted these pipes so the mufflers would spread apart. Like I was saying, they're too close to the drive shaft. And then as I spread them apart, I tacked these here to keep them from swinging back. But anyway, they're all leaking by these clamps here. So now I gotta weld them up. I don't really feel like taking it apart again. I guess I'll get underneath here and try to weld them up. But I put a couple of downspouts at the end of the muffler, and I needed them a little bit longer, but anyway, I got a hanger welded right to the edge, and I wanted to get to that brace. I didn't want to put the hanger in the floorboard, so there's a big steel brace there where actually the other, you can see it over there, the other factory hanger went, and I just welded that to that. So anyway, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I welded it up pretty good. But yeah, if it looks all sloppy, that's because of that flux core welder. But it works. So anyway, yeah, it's not leaking all on the front, but just them clamps aren't worth a damn. One set I bought had those sleeve clamps that go around it, but anyway, it sounds pretty good. Sounds like my sounds like the Aspen, that white El Camino, and my 69 Chevelle all got the same exhaust. Yeah, she's kind of loud. Okay, it's gonna be 98, 99 today, and then 100, 102 next for the next week. So summer's back. It wasn't too bad when it was cloudy there for a few days, but anyway, I'll probably get under here and weld, see if I can just finish welding them up, and I'll be back. Okay, guys. I got it all welded up, and I went ahead and took all them clamps off, since don't really need them. They weren't doing much. They were all leaking. Well, they did hold it in place. Okay, so I just went up to AutoZone, got my Royal screwed in the ass. 15 bucks. 15 bucks for this. I wanted to get gray, but no, all they had was black. Last time I wanted black, and all they had was gray, so they'll never have what you exactly need. So this is header paint. We'll see if it works. We'll keep an eye on it. So I just started spraying some around the welds. Now if we got enough, we'll just paint the whole exhaust. I think this material is from the 1X pipe set, is won't rust, and then this set got some rust on it when it rains. I don't know, but we'll just put a coat over all of it after I paint the welds up really good. Okay, so she's mounted in there good. Like I said, just one hanger on the back and bolted on the headers. So let me do that, and then I put a little bit more Pour 15 up. I missed some spots on that front end A-frame and everything. Touched all them up. I got as much as drive shaft as I could, although I could probably start it up and turn it. The only thing I haven't really got perfect was that rear end. I wanted to scrape that and sand that really good and paint it, but I haven't done that yet. Other than that, the rest of all this underneath is all Pour 15 really nice, as you've seen in the last video. Okay, so let me spray some of this gold-plated stuff on there, and then we'll get it off the jack stands and the ramps, and we'll see how much clearance we have. But there should be plenty on a big car like this. If you got a low rider, this exhaust probably ain't for you. And if you notice, you know, I didn't have to use the cross member because we did an X pipe through the middle, so I didn't need the extra hump on the driver's side for dual exhaust. Okay, so let me do that. I'll give a shout out to, I just went to my P.O. box. A guy, B. Swissler. He sent me his leftover insulation, because this stuff is very expensive at Lowe's, Home Depot. He said he bought this in 2018. This is just leftover from his project. Yeah, 2018 it might have been cheap, but it's real expensive there. A little while ago I went and the price there was pretty high. Can't remember exactly how much. But yeah, if you got any leftover stuff, I got a P.O. box. It's right there. And it's in the description. Want to send me some leftover stuff? I'll be using this for the Scooby-Doo van. Okay, yeah, let me get this down and we'll look underneath there, and then we'll go over what we're going to do in the next video. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys. Hang on, I'm just about finished my cigarette here. Got a comment from John Boy something or other. Oh, you shouldn't be smoking around the gas lines. There you go. That's some gas. Real gas. Now, what do you think this is going to do when I put my cigarette butt in there? Huh. I wonder why they have no smoking around gas pump signs. Nothing's gonna blow up, guys. Smoking around gas. Okay. So it sounds great. There it is. I just sprayed, put about 3 or 4 coats on the welds, and then just sprayed 1 coat on everything except the muffler and tailpipe. So there it is. I think there's plenty of clearance. Like I said, if you're got a low rider, you might want to go a different route, but to me, I don't build low riders, so they should have plenty of clearance. And it's called the race car exhaust X pipe. So that's it. Couple $100. Sounds great. I drove it around the property here, because I need to pump up these brakes, because I think it's I need to see where it's leaking from. I think it's leaking at the back of the master cylinder. Sometimes you gotta. So it sounds great. So it doesn't sound as loud in the car. Sounds loud like that, but it's not as loud giving it some gas. And I've driven my Chevelle around a bunch. It's not bad. Same exhaust. But yeah, if you wanted to, you could buy the 2-chamber ones, mufflers, make it a little quieter, or whatever you want. Glass packs. I don't really like the sound of glass packs. I got them on, see, this 82 El Camino has glass packs. They're okay, but all that exhaust was done when I bought the car, so I didn't do a system like this on it. But like I said, I have done it on the Chevelle, the 78 El Camino, and the Aspen RT. Side pipes on this one. Exhaust was done on the rest of these, well, except for the 74 GTO. We'll get around to that one day. Okay, so for a couple $100, there's an exhaust system. We'll add it up at the end. You know, if you're a regular, at the end of the build, I go over everything, what it all cost. Like I said, I was up to $2,400 on this build, which includes buying the paint. But then I wanted an exhaust. I wanted a 4-barrel. So I just said, yeah, it's worth another $600 or $800 to put into it. Get it up to 3,032. That'd be well worth it, I think. Okay, yeah, so when I bought that paint, go into AutoZone, the regular guy, hey, how's it going, troublemaker? And, you know, wants to be friendly. So he goes, so I put this on the table. I said, that's all I'm getting today. Oh, well, what about the more expensive? Usually buy a bunch of stuff. And I said, no, I said, I get that off eBay and Amazon now. I said, I can't afford your CEO's third vacation house payments. He just laughed. So anyway, okay. Got the cheap Chinese knockoff carburetor. I already started a little bit on it. Put that little fast idle thing for the AC on there. But that's brand new, $135 shipped. $110 intake, but it had the wrong dimensions. I had one of these adapters to put a Rochester on there, but I didn't have the bolts. So I just went ahead and just bought the bolt kit there for mainly these bolts that go into the intake and the gaskets. So I started on a little bit. Next video, that's what we'll do. We'll go over it. 135, 110, a couple of $100, and we're gonna really boost the power. Well, and I spend not very much. I got some intake gaskets there that I had to buy. Anyway, we'll go over that next video. Okay, I got all my old carburetors there for linkage stuff and all that for brackets to hook up the accelerator. That's going to be the only pain in the ass, is getting because it's going from a 2-barrel to a 4-barrel. So we'll get that done next video. I went by the local junkyard to order. That's where I ordered my windshields from, but the boss man wasn't in there today, so he's the only guy that can phone up the place and order a windshield. But yeah, this crack is growing. That's pretty bad. I need to spend another $150 or something to get another windshield for it. Okay, so that's what's coming up. And then of course we're painting it black, and we'll go over that. I originally bought acrylic enamel. I went ahead and bought some more black because I use black a lot. and it wasn't very much more. I bought it through Summit, gloss black. They had gloss, flat, and then some jet black. But anyway, this was $159 shipped for a gallon of, and what it is called acrylic urethane instead of acrylic. So it's supposed to be better than acrylic. And I bought white in that to paint the Avalanche, and the Avalanche is holding up pretty good. I like it. It seems to paint a little bit smoother. So spend an extra 20 bucks or something and get the get this instead of the other black that I was using. I used half of it anyway, under the hood, under the trunk, under the fenders, doors, all that stuff. So yeah, that's a little update there. That's what we'll be painting it with. So I think that's, yeah, we got the intake 4-barrel to do next video. Then after that we should be able to get it ready to paint, and then try to do the windshield in between that. Get that. Definitely don't want to do that after it's painted. I want to do it before. Okay, so let me know what you think on that exhaust. The new owner can run tailpipes if he wants, or put on, but the headers and the pipes and everything are done. Like I said, you make it a little quieter, put the tailpipes on, but that's good. This is good enough for me if I was to keep it, which I probably will, because I don't really sell anything. So okay, so I drove it around, check out the brakes, see if it's going to leak. That's another thing. We got to do the master cylinder too before we paint it, and to see if the steering wheel's straight. The last video before, couldn't get this wheel on straight. If you watch the video, I figured out the fix for it, and I posted the little video clip on my Facebook. I got Facebook and Instagram. I don't use them that much other than repost videos of YouTube. So I made a little clip of what the fix was to make the steering wheel straight on Facebook, but I'm going to put it right now at the end of this clip. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. We got some good videos coming up on this, finishing her up, making her more powerful. And we got to do a test drive too. We got a bunch of stuff. Test drive, cost to build it, paint it, 4-barrel, windshield, master cylinder probably, putting it together, all that stuff. So all that's coming up, just going down the final stretch. Okay, so yeah, subscribe if you haven't. It's free, bottom right hand corner of the screen. Just click that. Doesn't cost anything. Like, comment, share, and we'll see y'all next video. And if you're interested in the steering wheel straightening thing, I'll put that clip right now. So thanks everybody for watching. We'll see y'all next video. Okay guys, I just posted the video of the steering wheel. Got a bunch of comments. I took it apart and tried the suggestions, and it still wouldn't work. And I finally found a video, not the Jeep one. The Jeep one didn't work for me, but so I watched another video I found, and I think this is going to be the way to do it. I haven't tried it yet. Okay, so this is the factory horn deal right here, right? So what I had done was just cut the end off, because you need this little small deal for the ground here, right? So that's why it looks like that. Well, what you're supposed to do, and see, the problem is you put this cover on. Hang on. And then that sticks up through there, see? And then it has to stick up through this hole here in the steering wheel, which makes the steering wheel crooked, which makes the steering wheel like that. We need the steering wheel like this. So I'm like thinking there's no way of, because you can't put this in another position, and then get this on, because this plastic sticks up. So so what the new steering wheel came with, which I believe, because I lost it, it comes with a whole different thing. And I didn't think of using theirs, because there's nothing wrong with mine. I figured they do that because most of these things are broke off. People have monkeyed with them. So this is the little wire. Now this is off another set because I already cut that off. I have a box of miscellaneous steering wheel adapter placement parts. So, you know, you can see how different this is than this one. You know, so I thought, well, that ain't even going to plug in there. So apparently they give you this little short stubby one. Like I said, I got this from another kit. I don't know what happened to the one that came with this kit. So, and a different spring. So you're supposed to use their spring here, and then you got to put the spring. Let's see if I can hold this and do it. You got to put this spring, or no. Yeah, you got to put this, I believe, like that. And then I don't know, can you see this? And then you go like that. Oh, hold it though. Hold it. Let's get this out of there. First, you gotta take this off and position it to this hole. There. See? Okay. Then put in your spring. And it does have that little groove. People kept saying a groove, and I thought they were talking about above here. Okay. So put this in here like that and twist it. Okay. Then you put that in the groove there, and then this way you can have this coming up through the hole here. See? And then that should, we want to see, this has to, when you tighten this up, this is going to go down a little bit farther. I'm hoping it doesn't break that. Okay. Get this. I do everything one-handed. Okay, so that should make the steering straight, because now the horn button will come out here, right? Now the steering wheel could be off a little bit. I think that's going to be pretty damn close, guys. So that's what it was. Okay, let me go ahead and finish putting that on. So that was the whole deal. I don't know if that was in the instructions or not, but like I said, I didn't seem to, you know, mine was perfectly fine, so why use theirs? But then this is too tall. Okay, so yeah, when you tighten down the steering wheel, this bolt here, it actually goes in a little bit farther. So I'm hopefully that doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna put all the rest of this together, and we'll see what happens. Okay, guys, I think that's it. I think that was it. Little secret is to replace that deal with their little stubby thing. Let's see, I don't know, I can't remember how many other steering wheels I've done. 2 or 3 more like this that are crooked because I reused my old one, and now I don't have any little stubby deals. But we don't know if the horn, see, something wrong with the horn wiring on this. Something screwed up, so we don't know if this horn is actually going to work. That I would assume their little thing there works, but we won't know for sure until I fix that wire. I put a direct wire to the horns and they work. It's just the wiring coming up. All the stuff in here is good, but something's messed up anyway. So I can't fix my other couple of steering wheels on the other cars because I don't have this little stubby thing, and I'm not spending 40-50 bucks in an adapter kit just to get one. I don't know what happened to them. They just must have got lost, because I think I have one more of these that they give you, but not this little plastic deal here. So anyway, just got to remember that for next time, I guess. Hopefully that works. If it's not straight, then the alignment's going to be off a little bit, but I think that's where it's supposed to be. I mean, it went on like this. I just moved it. Okay. I'll be back.